My name is Jeff Royer.
And it comes off really good. Look at that.
You can call me Dad. I'm making my first ever buoy, learning strictly from the online course that my son Kyle made.
We're going to take this beautiful piece of dyed stabilized wood and we're going to make it go on there like magic. Magic. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to thread this tang down here. Our tang comes out about here right now, past the handle, but we're going to cut it back a little bit and we're going to cut threads on there. 1032 threads. Oh, it fits to the vise. Got my oil, got my dye, got that, my tang. Let's get to the tang. Ain't nothing but a tang.
You saw me thread that tang, it barely sticks up. It's down in there about an inch of threaded tang. This piece of stainless is going to go on here like so. We need to drill a hole in the center of this thing, get it just in the right spot. There, close enough. X marks the spot. All right, just like that. Got a hole drilled in it, and got a little step shelf drilled in it, about 1/16 deep. I'm going to try my first attempt at turning down a pummel nut in the drill. Move. That's pretty cool.
What's just happened, Dad?
Came loose. My chuck came loose. I didn't need that. I needed it to stay tight. Pretty darn close. We're going to tighten it up a little bit. There we go. All right, I got the pommel nut done. Right here you can see this little shelf I got in there. That is so it reliefs down inside the pommel. This thing just tightens right up on here like this with this tightening tool. All right, next thing we're gonna do is put some lineup pins in here. They just go into the metal a little bit and they go into the wood a little bit. We put those pins on there, this will locate the same every time. Kyle recommended we use some hardened pins so that when we bang them around, they won't twist and they won't bend real easy. All right, let's see if these little guys fit. There's one, there's two. Nice. We're gonna take this drill bit right here and we're gonna chamfer this hole by hand. This stuff is super thin and it comes out super fast, so I'll try to be careful with it. Now we got line-up holes and run a drill bit right down through there on the drill press. I got my block set on here, my block stop, my head stop, so it should only go down so far and stop at the proper depth. Okay, little Timmy, we're gonna put this on there now. All right, we got our holes drilled. We got our pins cut to the proper length. Check that out. Hear that ka-chunk? Beautiful. Then we did the same thing on the pommel. Yeah, we're all pinned up, handled up, and now we're going to be getting ready for putting the epoxy in here to bed the tang into the handle.
The next day.
All right, it's the next day. Everything's glued up and we need to go over and see if we can get the handle off. All right, I took this apart last night when the glue was halfway set up just to see if the handle material would come off, and it came off pretty good. So I cleaned up the tang and re-Vaselined it and slid it back on last night while the glue was still pliable. And let's see if it comes back off this morning just like it did last night. And it comes off really good, look at that. We're gonna shape the handle and make it look like this. In order to make this handle look nice and round, first of all, we gotta make this block nice and square. We're gonna put some reference lines on here. Okay, we're at the grinder and we're gonna grind these beautiful black lines right down to them on both sides so it's parallel. I'm going to use this template right here, this tray, for this radius. So let's just put some lines on here and see how it does. See, these are just reference lines. They're accurate, but they're still just reference lines. It'll just give us an idea about where we want to head. We don't have to obey them, but we can use them. All right, we're going to grind these little rascals in right here. All right, we're over here at the belt sander. I think you can see those pencil marks in there. We got to sand those nice, sweet radius in there. Looks good. Now we're going to start rounding the edges on those radiuses. Soften this handle up, make it feel good in the hand. All right, I belt sanded this as far as I'm comfortable with. Now I'm going to use some hand tools to round this edges more and to soften these sides up. The belt sander can get away from me, so I'm gonna just slow this down just a little bit and use tools that don't quite move as fast. So let's get to shaping it. All right, just got done hand sanding this to 320. Got it shaped, got some nice defined lines in there. Feels really nice, very sturdy, very good in the hand. Left hand, right handed. Feels great. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to shape the front spacer, shape the pommel, and then shape the guard. How exciting.
Orski voor Inski Swedish meatballs.
English beer, the Swedish meatball.
Don't put that on there.
Oh, I will.
Do you make good knives? Would you like to make gooder knives? Check out the Takedown Bowie Knife online course.